Hello, hello. Welcome back to a special episode of Philosoweebs. 40 years of weeb here.
And I'm T Cone.
Today we're here to talk about one of my new favorite shows with I'm going to go ahead and say, T-Cone, a new waifu on my very short list. Mayonaka
See?
Punch.
I expected
Yes,
this. I
yes.
expected this.
It's true, man. I know you've heard me talk about my my dear Tokage quite a bit these last couple days.
Yes.
I'm thinking she's serious waifu number 3.
Hey, if that's what you want. She's just gonna put
Yes,
you
I
in
want an
massive
aggressive
debt.
dumb Gyaru. I know. I know she will. Well, hey, not if we don't get married.
That's
You know,
true. It's true.
when they come to take her away, I'll just have to be like, hey, well, it was fun while it lasted. I mean, she's a vampire. She's always gonna get away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has all her life to
So
gamble, so I mean, hey.
exactly. It's so funny. Like one of the things about vampire fiction is how they're bored because they spend, eternity, and she's content to just click a button in front of a thing for hours a day. So funny.
Yeah, it's
Oh man.
interesting.
So yes, listeners, you've heard us mention it a couple times. I think in probably the last 2 episodes,
Yeah,
right?
believe
Yeah.
so.
So we watched Mayonaka Punch, and I wanted to do a whole episode on it because I personally really like it. I think it's interesting coming from like what we're trying to do right now.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna give me a whole lot today, aren't you?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. It's I'm telling you, bro. It's awkward over the computer.
Come on, brother. Don
All
the
right.
damn! Bring that
You know
shit!
what? That's what it is. It's also because it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you can't like yell.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll do it earlier next time. I getting over sick. I fucking just didn't want to do anything when I came home. I wanted
Yeah.
to
I get
just
it.
couple of things I didn't do the last couple of days. I had some like garbage piling up, stuff like that. Got to get rid of it.
Yes, sir.
The listeners don't know. I got like super sick over Thanksgiving. I didn't had migraines and nausea and dizziness. It was terrible. So,
But he's back now.
I'm
He's
back. I'm
back
back.
and Donda doing it great, man.
Oh, I'm done to doing it. I love it.
Oh my god. That's gonna be your thing. Is just Donda everything. Just Donda anything
Dude,
you
hell
can
yeah. I'm
say.
LL Cool Weeb. Done to doing it well. I love it. You don't get that joke because you're young, but
LO Cool J? Is that what you
but
like? LO Cool Weave? Is that
yeah.
what you said?
Yeah, LL Cool J had a song, doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that,
He
but
represents Queens. She was raised down in Brooklyn.
mm.
It wasn't a particularly good song. It was long after his heyday. But still, ladies love Cool James. Maybe ladies love a Cool Weeb. I don't fucking know. We'll find out together,
Hey,
won't we?
hey, yes, sir.
So, I don't know. You got anything to say, or should we just talk about this show?
Let's just talk about this show, man. You gotta get me going. You know.
I do. I do. We got to get you going. We got to get you on 11.
Mm.
For sure, man.
I'm sitting at like
All right.
5
Well,
right now.
yeah. That's funny. Well, I mean, technically, I'm probably only at like an 8, right?
Hmm. Yep. This is.
So,
We'll figure it out.
we'll get there together, man. All right. So, yo,
Yeah.
for those of you who have not watched this show, man, we're going to spoil it. So, if you don't want to, go watch Mayonaka Punch right now on Crunchyroll. It's great.
It's only 12 episodes
Watch it and
too.
enjoy it. That's it. I hope there's going to be more. But there also might not be. It is a pretty fully self-contained story. You know? Okay, I see. That's the thing with my headphones. I don't know if you're just not talking or if you're talking and I can't hear you.
Nah, I just wasn't talking.
Okay, that's fair.
It's so
Oh my
bad too because I
god.
like look at myself not talking. It just makes me laugh.
That's funny. All right, so if I just hear you giggling randomly, I'll know why. Oh man. All right, so Masakichi, uh, She was like a YouTuber with a 3 girl group called Hype Sisters, or what is it? The Hyped Up Sisters,
Yep,
Hype
yep.
Sis for short. She was like the hothead, and she got mad at one of her, partners and punched her on camera. So she basically gets canceled, right? Um, oh man, see, I'm looking for you, and you're not going. Um, she basically gets like canceled. She's defeated by like hate comments and shuts down completely. But then she meets a vampire, and the vampire gets her excited to create again, and they decide to make a video, what do they call it? YouTube,
YouTube
YouTube,
channel, yeah.
and get 1 million subscribers. And then they start off making vampire videos. They get yelled at by their mother, the queen vampire, and then they switch to just like regular old YouTube videos. And it's really great. The show is literally just them trying to succeed in YouTube. Right? I think that about sums it up. And of course, it's their friendship along the way.
Well,
Because, it's anime.
one key detail was the vampire wants to suck Masaki's blood, and she
Oh, yeah,
said like
duh.
she'll only let her if they reach 1 million subscribers.
Yep. She can eat. If they reach 1 million subscribers, she'll let her make a meal out of her.
Yes.
So I would say that's basically like the show in a nutshell. And we'll go over some finer details as we go over like stuff that we like from it and just like characters and character moments. Because like I said, I want to spend a couple minutes on each character. I think they all deserve it.
Yeah.
You know. So why don't we start? Try and kick you off a little bit here. What draws you to it? Like because obviously you watched it because I like asked you to.
Yeah.
What about it that did you like?
I mean, I liked a lot about it. I liked, for sure, like the insides of watching Masaki like run a YouTube channel. It showed little bits of her editing and her thought process on editing. She looked into analytics. She talked about trends and ideas, and going viral. And it really did like resonate with me because that's what we're trying to do, right? So definitely that. Obviously, all the characters are great. They're all funny. They all have their own unique personalities. Um, I feel like there's a
This is a
character.
show with some great characters.
Yeah, like there's a character for everyone in this show. I feel like. Um,
For better or
and
worse.
yeah, yes. Um, and yeah, I mean this. I mean the music was great. They did like 2 or 3 like music episodes basically. Um, just overall like watching them do the YouTube bit. And then finishing it off with like this like romantic esque friendship story. Was really enjoyable. It was really nice, and yeah, that's all I
I
got.
agree. I agree. I mean, yeah, all that stuff is what makes, a good anime,
Mm,
right?
absolutely.
Like, and really the only thing you left out is character design. Character design is super cool, super cute. Everyone has an interesting like hairstyle. The lines in this show are like so soft. Uh, really the hair, like just focus on the hair in any episode, and it's really, really cool. It's really interesting.
40 Son has a
Moshiroi.
has a hair fetish confirmed.
I do not. I'm not talking about in a sexual way at all because listen, ain't nothing about Fu I'm into, bro. But her hair is my favorite. My Fu favorite. Yeah, I went there. No, man. If you want to talk sex stuff, it's all Tokage.
Yes, yes. I
It's
mean,
all Tokage.
yes.
Yeah, and that's what the show
I mean, I
is
feel like
giving
she's
us
the
too.
only appropriate one too.
I don't know. I think Yuki's probably old age
Yeah,
appropriate. She seems to
yeah,
be in
yeah.
her 20s
She's
to
up
me.
there.
Um, but yeah, that's like they give us some like crazy weird like up behind thigh shots of Tokage in this show. Like they're definitely doing that on purpose.
Yes, she was the
You
fan
know,
service for sure.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, I mean that's also an interesting thing about the show. The characters are all very much age mixed. Um, You know what I mean? The group of them, like the four main vampire girls we see, like the tight knit unit that Misaki enters.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You don't see like a friend group spread out like that. Obviously they're vampires, so it would be different. But like, I wonder if that's like some like weird meta commentary about like how everybody watches YouTube and like, content can be for everybody or something
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but I don't know. I feel like this show's really giving that kind of thing to us.
I think you're right. I think there is a bit of because I mean it's so diversified with like the music and um I mean mainly that's what comes to mind. Like Fu doing the music, talking about her little friend and that shit, and then like Ichika. I mean, too, if we want to talk about the diversity, like what's the little one?
Ichiko.
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 She likes the cooking stuff. Um,
She's hilarious. Fucking
she's funny.
Ichiko makes me laugh so hard. She's so funny, man.
Yeah. So no, yeah, there is a lot of diversity. I feel like, and yeah, I think you're right. Probably about it's trying to convey that. You know.
Probably. I really do. This show definitely wears its heart on its sleeve. It's very earnest.
Hmm.
For me, I'm not just gonna sit there and tell you what I liked about it. We'll just talk about everything because there's one thing I don't like about the show, and we'll get to it when we get to that part of it.
Hmm.
You know, everything else, like I'm all for it. You hear me talk about. I like a show about people making stuff. Obviously, cute girls doing cute things. Uh, Music, YouTube, creating. The show is absolutely for me. Vampires. I was fucking one of those stupid little edgelord kids. Like I like vampires. They're cool. You know what
Love
I mean? It's like
vampires.
perfect. It's like they wrote this for me. You know? No. I don't know. All right. So where should we start here? Um. Boop 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 boop. Well, I guess let's just start when Mosky joins the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um. It was very right from the get go. It's hilarious. Like immediately when we meet them, they go into the sun. Like we immediately set themselves on fire. We see how stupid Ichiko is. Like they give it to us right away. It's great. We find out that Liv's been asleep for 20 years, and that Masaki is literally her dream girl. She's dreaming about a girl who looks just like Masaki, saying, "Give me your blood," and then she sees her as soon as she wakes up. And bro, that shit. I don't know if you can remember like their Liv's intro scene, but that's a fucking horror movie.
What?
Can you remember what she looked like?
No, no, I don't.
She was like fucking standing like with her back to her, silhouetted in shadow, like her eyes glowing,
Oh, in the
looking
hospital. In the
terrifying,
hospital, yeah.
bent over. Yeah, dude. She like bends over backwards and springs at her. It was like the stuff of fucking nightmares. That shit
Yeah.
was nuts.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. Um, that shit was crazy. And Misaki had the best reaction. She says, "Nope, sorry." It just runs. I mean, I would run too. Absolutely.
Yeah, she was
Oh man.
freaky. She was like a stalker too. Like she didn't even like jumper. She kind of like jumped and then like stopped and was like, I want to drink your blood."
Those very
Uh,
vampires. I mean, they are stalkers.
this is true.
Um. But also so Misaki at this point has like the lowest point she's ever been in her life,
Hmm.
and then she encounters this, and she goes up to the roof, and she's ready to die. She's like, "All right, I'm just gonna jump off this roof and kill myself."
Yeah.
Right? That's where she, as a person, was ready to do. It wasn't because of the fear of the vampire chasing her. It was because of the hate comments she got.
Yeah. She lost her
You know.
purpose.
That was what it was, and she thrust herself off the roof, and then we get Call the Night.
Call a night with
Did you
neon
think this as
wings.
well?
Call a night with
Yep.
neon wings,
Uh,
basically.
yeah, man, they're just straight up flying around the city. It's beautiful. It's great.
It was very pretty.
Um, yeah, and you can see like Misaki get some like hope back in that moment. It's really cool.
Hmm.
Really cool. I really enjoyed that first episode. And the closing song, I think it works really well, particularly after that. Like it's really nice.
Yeah.
Like the piano, spoken word,
Yep.
and then the soft singing. It was a really nice closing. I don't love the opening. It's all right. Um, all right. So we met Liv. We meet Ichiko next, who burns herself because she's a genius. And then we meet Fu. Oh wait, no. So let's make it. So Liv is probably a little older than Misaki if she was a human, right? She's probably like or
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
because Misaki's probably like early 20s. So I don't know. Liv's probably like early 20s too, right?
I think
Something like
yeah,
that.
I
Maybe
guess
late
so.
teens.
Like I mean technically whatever, she's like 1,000 or something, but
Right. Well,
based
and
off
she's
of
drinking beer throughout the show in public, so they would have to card her.
yeah. Hmm.
So I would assume her character's supposed to be in her 20s.
Yeah.
But then we meet Ichiko, who's clearly like 11 or 12 max when she was a
Mm.
human. She is a child.
Yeah.
And then we meet Fu, who was probably what, like 14, 15, you
Yeah,
think?
a little older.
Right? Something like that. And then Tokage, who we meet an episode or two later, is my favorite. And I would say she's probably like 30, 35 max. Right?
Yeah.
That's that. I would think that's the characters of this show.
Mm.
Um, oh, and Yuki, of course. Who's I don't know, indeterminate. I would say she's probably around Liv, comparable to Liv.
Yeah, a little older.
Yuki's hilarious. She's scary as fuck.
She's a weirdo.
Um, but also I could see a lot of people being waifu for them.
Bro, she's
I
just like
really can.
Vampire Makima.
Yeah, kind of. But not totally because
I mean, not in the
he
way she
does have that
acts,
like
but I was
other
talking more
side.
aesthetic. I was talking more aesthetic wise, but
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah, totally. Yeah, okay. There's definitely, the whole when Yuki in the end when you find out like she wants to be part of it, like that's
Mm.
adorable.
Yeah.
Makima would never.
Maki would have been a part of it the whole time, you know?
Yeah, controlling it.
Yes.
You know. Um. So we meet Yuki immediately. She's like the vampire police basically for them. She's like mother's lapdog.
Hmm.
And what does Misaki do? She garlics her. In this world, garlic makes vampires like super stoned. Just like high as a motherfucker. That's
I would
just
even say
funny.
like not even stoned, like tripping, like they're on shrooms or something, bro. They go wild.
It's wild, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So like these vampire girls all live in a rich house. I guess the house is owned by mother, right? Because she's
Yeah,
kicking them out.
yeah.
So they have to like live by vampire rules in vampire society, and means no causing trouble. Don't let humans find you. Masaki's a no, but they let her slide for really just because she fucking garlics Yuki, right? That's
Yeah, I
really the
think
only reason
so.
she got away with it.
I think so.
Hmm. How nice is Vampire Manor? Right? It's a really nice place.
It is. It is. Like it's so nice and then your girl just like had to jump through the wall.
Dude, Takage is not a gentle soul. Okay? He's a wild child. You just have to let her be free. I don't know why her room is filled with garbage. That
um
was a turn off.
yeah, yes. I mean, I
But
kind
it
of
was
figured that would be the type of person she is, but
just a garbage person.
yeah, I mean, like if you're just like
Oh, she clearly
whole,
is.
yeah, like
Dude,
your
she
whole thing is
clearly is.
gambling.
Later on, when she reads her own like hate comments. There's one of them that's like, Tokage stole money from me in high school. Like clearly that's only a couple years ago. Like
Mhm.
Tokage's just out there robbing high school kids. It's fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, it seems
And
like a
then
person that would live in trash.
totally, dude. And what does Liv do? Like immediately when we meet Tokage, just kicks her ass.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man. Man. So let's talk about Fu. Cause she's the first one who gets like a character episode. Um, this is where so like up until now, I think this is probably the fourth episode. So this is like the quarter mark of the show. Um, there's it's just been all like slapstick, right? Like just dumb. Exception Misaki like dealing with hate. It's really just been like fun humor, haha stuff. But this episode like really matures, and it takes a moment to explain that this character Fu, who up until now just seems like the silent shy type, has trauma. There's something to her that is what's the word I'm looking for here.
Um, I don't know.
Yeah, there's more to Fu than she's letting on, and
Mm.
it's not like some like horrible tragic backstory, but it is meaningful. And I like that a lot. She was with I guess a high school student named Aya, and they were singing together, right? Aya played guitar, and Fu was singing for her. They promised to go pro. Now, my heart was breaking watching this because the whole time, Fu knows she can't go pro. Fu knows she can't do it. She's lying to this girl and lying to herself. I was looking for you to interject there. And it's like it's deeply upsetting. And they go and they go and they're like, "All right, we're gonna audition. Let's do it." She goes, "I have to tell her. I have to tell her." And she doesn't fucking tell her. She goes to the stage. She goes to the stage with no intention of stepping out onto the stage. What is like? That's. Have you ever been in a position like that? I guess that's what I want to ask. I've never
Ah.
been in a point in my life
Mm.
where I knew I couldn't do something, but I wanted to do it so bad that I was like, would go that far and like ruin somebody's experience for it. Like it's just that was really difficult for me to watch personally.
Okay, this is kind of hitting hard. Hold up.
All right, you need to take a break, take a break because I can go grab my water. I'm quite thirsty.
I'm gonna grab water too, but yeah. We'll
All
get
right.
back to it. No, so this is actually hitting harder than it should for Mayonaka Punch. Um,
No, but I think that's the point of the show. I think it has so much more to offer than just is on the surface.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So, no, I definitely have been in a situation like that. I would say, um,
Really?
yeah, like a little more than I first realized, and now that we're talking about it, like one of those,
hmm
like I realize. Um, yeah. So, I mean, oh man, I don't know how deep I want to get into this, but
Well, you don't really have to if you don't want to. Like honestly, that wasn't even in my notes.
yeah,
It's just like I realized that like most of this conversation was coming from me, so I thought about it and I'm
yeah.
like, oh man,
Well, no, I
this was
think
really hard.
I think I like I think I want to because I think like part of this our show is like we said like it's gonna be that personal touch, like being vulnerable and talking about this stuff. So um yeah, so I had like a situationship essentially. Um and I kind of like love bombed the person.
Mm-hmm.
Um and like, I didn't really know, I thought I knew what I wanted. I thought I was just like, "Oh yeah," like, "Oh, fuck yeah, I love this person." Like you have a girlfriend or whatever. I don't even think I knew what I wanted. Um and
Absolutely, I've been there, man.
yeah, so I don't know like but anyway, like the whole point is I kind of love bomb this person, um, and like when the sign of like this is getting serious, like happens, I like shut down, and told I felt like I did the right thing by being honest and being like, hey, like I don't think I want this to go any further than it is. Um,
Mhm.
and that that hurt obviously. Um,
Right.
but like, and I I did it at a pretty shitty time too, which I'm not gonna get into that, but it was a very shitty time, but it was like for me, it felt like that it had to be done. Um, so yeah, I guess I can really relate to Fu's situation. Um,
Mm.
and yeah, I mean, I think it's like, I think for Fu, it's different because her, it was like she wanted something so bad that she knew she couldn't have, so she just like went to as far as she could until she couldn't, Um, whereas me is a little different. I think I was more like I didn't know what I wanted. I just had like um an opportunity, I guess, and then like when it got too far, I kind of had to shut it down. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
but I think
mean,
that there's a
no, go ahead.
I think that there's a distinct difference in like those in like a romantic relationship and like a professional one though.
Mm,
Because like, when we are in these relationships with others, we make these like selfish demands, right?
mm,
We make them of the other person. And the other person, they have to either give in or not give in.
yeah.
Whereas in a thing like with excuse me, the thing with Fu, her and Aya made an agreement that Fu knew she couldn't honor.
Mm,
She did never thought about the other side. Like,
mm,
when you're making that selfish love demand, you're not thinking about the other side either. But you not thinking about the other side, like, of course you're not. Like, that's normal. And they're going to react to that. But in her situation, now Aya's left standing there with a fucking microphone in front of her and no partner.
yeah.
You know what I mean? She gets nowhere. Like, it would have been better off for her never to be there.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Whereas maybe you and this girl, maybe she didn't, maybe doesn't, how do I put this? Maybe it was still better you guys got together and then broke up as opposed to, you know what I mean? She
like
shouldn't have fucking done that. I had
the
never should have been there.
experience versus. Hmm.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. I think it was fucked up on Fu's part. I think she knows that,
Yeah.
but man, that was fucked up.
Well, I think she kind of portrayed that in that episode. Was like, oh well, actually, I don't know. I just know she like
Well, I
what
think,
she wanted to make amends, but then obviously the person was dead. So
yeah. Well, she didn't realize what she did, I don't think, until everything came to a head.
yeah. Hmm.
I think, I think maybe she was even dumber than Ichiko,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, but so okay, yeah. So obviously they don't become professional musicians together, and they stop talking. And now it's like 20 years later or whatever. And through reasons, Fu goes looking for Aya. They go to New York. How great was that? See New York, anime style.
Yep.
Um, Although I will say there were moments where there was almost good English, but not.
Oh my
How
god.
weird! How weird
Yes,
did that fucking
that was
cartoon
very
sound?
weird because no, you're
He
absolutely
was
right with
weird.
how you described that because there was a moment where I'm like, "Oh, damn, like did they like this guy studied his English?" And then I was like,
Uh huh.
"Okay, but I can tell he's Japanese though."
Yep. And like it is one brief moment, a glimmer, and then you're like, oh no, no.
Nope.
It's so funny, dude. Oh, so funny. Um. So yeah, like she winds up in the basically like the bar that Aya used to play in New York. I guess that's what it was, right? Just the
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
That was the only relationship he had with that guy. He wasn't in the band, was he?
No, no, I'm pretty sure he owned the bar like or just worked there all the time, but
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too.
yeah.
So how weird is that though? She winds up, in that same bar in big ass New York, right?
Mhm.
He finds Aya's guitar on the wall, and that's what it was. He says, "Hey, don't touch that." That I think sounded good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Whoa, hey!" And then he's like, "That's special to me." And I'm like, "Oh no." Nope. However, there's a does he show her the movie, or does he give her the guitar? She goes back to Japan and then she watches the movie. I remember.
I can't remember either.
All right. Well, there's a movie. There's like a movie, like an interview with Aya, and she basically just talks about Fu and like loving her experience with Fu and hoping that she's still singing.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was crying with Fu.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
was like, I was tearing up.
I'm pretty sure I cried
That was
that
a good
episode
episode.
too. Yeah.
You know, it actually, I mean, one of my favorite episodes of the season, I will admit.
Yeah, I think that it's in the top 3, I'd say. I think mine are I think number 1's got to be the concert, and then number 2 is the last episode, and then that's probably number 3.
Yeah. Oh man, the last episode. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I got feelings. I got feelings. But yeah, I really liked Fu's episode.
For sure.
What's next? Oh man, next is the disaster movie, man.
Disaster.
They have to go out. They have to go out for a week on an island.
Oh,
but
yes.
like hurricanes.
Yes.
So when we meet Tokage, there's like a flash on the screen. It's like name Tokage, favorite thing, money, skills, and it's just blank. Now, they're out here on this island, right? And she's like, oh, I can build a house. And she fucking builds like an awesome house out of nothing.
Yeah.
Why is that on her skills?
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Now, how is she going to do herself dirty like that? She's supposed to be an opportunist. You think she'd have it together.
Yeah, you think she'd be like big in the
Dumb.
real estate market.
I don't know. You think she'd be something. She's dumb, man. She needs
She'd
someone with
rather
my
just hit
brain.
that button.
My brain, her abilities, her butt. We need. But anyway, I enjoyed this episode too. I was moving along, right past it. What's there to say about it? It's just funny. I think like, at the end of it, Misaki says like, we can make something from nothing, right? Like that's like the whole gist of that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever you try to make, right? This is like the theme of the show. Be creative, make something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you can do something with it.
Yes.
This is like the lesson we need to bring from this show. There's
Yes.
others, but this is, I think, is the most important one.
No, I think you're absolutely right. And I think we're partly doing it like as we're doing this right now, right? And also, I mean, like we've been talking about, like we just got to get back to going places, doing things, just having fun,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when they're like talking about ideas for videos and stuff, what was the one I told you that got me? Bread eating
Yes,
bungee dumping.
yes.
Bungee jumping. Dude, if you could do that, you could do anything. Like, man, you could do anything. Shit. I am not bungee jumping though.
Okay, well then, what are you gonna do, Mr. 40-san?
Well, you bungee jump. I'll watch you and eat bread.
Okay. I mean, I'd be down.
Right?
I'd be down to bungee jump.
You would?
Yeah, hell yeah. What the hell?
I will not. So, I would love for us to do that. I'll I'll tape you, you everything up to the jump, you jumping afterwards, and then I'll tape me going, ah! Oh my God, Tyler, what are you doing? Oh shit, Tico,
Bro,
what are you
exposed me. He just gave out my
edit.
government. Oh my God.
You've done it how many times?
Hey, I cut it out.
You cut that one out too, dude. This episode's gonna need high editing anyway.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm serious about that because if you're serious about bungee jumping,
Oh hell yeah, I'll
it
bungee
is one of
jump.
the things that terrifies me, and I've never seen anybody do it in real life. I'll go with you and do that, dude.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
I mean, it's not like it's on my bucket list, but it's like I'll do it. No, I'm just Okay, I'm not trying to bitch out now. I'm literally
He's
just
backing
saying
out
like,
right
no, 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 no. I'm just saying like, I'm not like, oh yes, I want to go bungee jumping. I'm like, no, like, yeah, I'll bungee jump. But like, is there things I'd rather do? Like, yeah, but I'll go bungee
I'm
jumping.
with you. And the biggest reason why I'm not gonna like try and talk you into it
Mm.
is it's probably prohibitively expensive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's probably too much money.
Yes, yes. That was one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Rather
But who
spend that
knows?
money
Maybe one
on
day.
cons or something.
On what?
Cons, stuff like that,
Oh, cons.
shows.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. Fucking bread eating bungee jumping. What an idea. Dude,
Mm.
how cute is it? How cute is it that when the vampires run out of blood, they turn into
To the
talking
little
bats?
bats. Yeah, I love that. It is
It's
adorable.
adorable. Absolutely
Absolutely.
adorable. Um, dude, Ichigo never grew up. Like, I understand she's still a kid, but like, her mind never matured.
Yeah, really. I was wondering that too.
Like, have you ever like read or watched Interview with the Vampire?
No, no.
There's a character in there named Claudia who's turned as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the whole point to her character is that her body doesn't grow up, but her mind does.
Yeah.
Like she basically goes insane because she's a woman, but she can't be a woman. No one will ever look at her or treat her like a woman.
Yeah.
And this like was the complete opposite of that. It really blew my mind. I was like, why is she just hanging out with kids like they're her army? Get out of there.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I wonder if they like really, think about that when they're develop. I mean, I feel like it would make sense not to when developing an anime like this because it's meant to be more fun, right? Like,
I know, no, I know. I'm just nitpicking. I
no,
gotta find
absolutely.
something not to like. I love this show.
Yeah.
You know. You were talking about earlier. You mentioned Tokage busting out of the wall of the
Yep.
house.
Yep.
They interview her for the news. You remember that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
She's, she's like pretends she doesn't know. She's like, oh, it must have been like a big bat or a goddess. It was funny.
She's a good character. You think
Yeah,
she's a
man.
narcissist? Is she a narcissist? Do we think?
I mean, I'm sure there's some narcissism in her. Yeah, absolutely. But also, like, I don't know. She's so dumb. It's just like, is it narcissism or is it just pure vanity, ego? I don't know. All of the above.
Interesting. So
I
40
mean,
San's
she's a
type
fucked
is
up character.
narcissist, gambling addiction, trashy room. So basically, Hello Kitty girl. Yet again, we're
So
gonna
you're
keep
missing.
coming back to this.
No, you're
Hello Kitty
missing
girl.
one key component.
What?
You're missing one key component.
What?
I have more than one type of girl. You can't compare Tokage and Seiko.
This is true.
You
You're
know what I
right. You're
mean?
right.
But Seiko's top of the heap for me.
That's true. I mean, she's just a hot mature woman basically.
Oh, and she's
Badass.
hilarious. Honestly, I would love Seiko if she looked like Jabba the Hutt. She is so funny to me. So fucking funny to me.
So if Turbo Granny had Seiko's personality, you'd hit?
Oh, all right. I mean, I'll fuck Jabba. I don't know about Turbo Granny.
Really?
Turbo Granny's gnarly.
Really?
Oh, I mean, I'm about to get real gross here, but rolls can be fun, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. Wrinkles, not so much. Rolls
They're the
versus
same
wrinkles.
thing.
The
One's just
ultimate
bigger.
combo.
Wrinkles are just little
No, they're
rolls.
not.
They're literally just little
Yo.
rolls.
Yeah, little rolls with like sandpaper in between them. There's
Okay,
no
but sandpaper,
meat,
bro. Jabba's
meat. More
got
crispy than
wrinkles
pudding. You
too,
never heard
bro.
more. You never heard. Yes, okay, yes, he has wrinkles. I'm not saying there's not wrinkles on Jabba, but there's a difference between fat wrinkle and desiccated wrinkle, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean,
At least laugh into the mic so people know you're laughing.
oh
Like laughing
my
silently in
god.
this episode.
They're just gonna think I don't find anything you say funny.
I know, which is horrible. Oh man. Fuck, man. Time to damn you. What do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about your relationship with Mother? Do we want to talk about Mother at all?
um.
Because Mother's introduction, when she like, dude, she just blasts the wind out from behind a curtain and Liv's arms fly across the room.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like she wasn't that interesting. She's basically just powerful parent figure, like in my opinion.
More than that though, Queen figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's the mother of all vampires.
Yeah. But I feel like
All right, fine, that's enough.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's basically her role in the show. Is like she sets the rules and then they have to work around it.
Yep, pretty much. And this show, we talked about, I think in the main episode, our last one, we like ways to turn vampires.
Yep.
And this one does go with the traditional like Anne Riceian, you have to drink the vampire's blood.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, man, I don't know. They're all cute. I love how Ichiko makes them like a family.
Mm-hmm.
And like her
yeah.
feelings, like when you get her, so like then you get like her episode, right? So let's talk about Ichiko a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've told you she's the cute dumb kid who likes to cook, and like her thing is she had a mother and a brother, and they were like real close and poor, and then she like basically loses her family and gets turned into a vampire and is homeless, and it's sad. And then she's taken into Vampire Manor and she like makes them a family, right? She cooks for them for what looks like decades, right? Like decades before they
Yeah.
actually sit down for dinner and eat with her.
Yeah. No, it was a good episode though.
You know,
When they all sat down.
and
together.
it was like surprisingly dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from Ichiko.
Yeah.
You yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
You do find out that Tsukage was in love with the Yakuza. Surprising you, I'm sure.
When was that?
They make she doesn't call him a Yakuza, but she makes a reference to the man she used to love, and it like shows him in like shaded whatever, and he's like got the coat on, he's posed like
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
totally a Yakuza.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
jealous
of
of him.
course. Jealous of the fake
Um,
Yakuza man.
Yep.
Well, now you know. Like, you just gotta become Yakuza, and you'll attract girls like Tokage.
I'm sure they want a 42-year-old half white guy from New York.
If you're
That's what
Yakuza,
all Yakuza want. If I'm no, I'm talking about the Yakuza. I'm sure they want me. Oh, man.
Hey, you know, you never know until you try.
You know what? You're not wrong. All right, new
Exactly.
life goal to be a Yakuza.
Join the Yakuza.
Well, nowadays they don't really do much. I'm pretty sure they just like play pachinko.
Probably. Hey, hey, you could play pachinko.
I could play pachinko.
Maybe you need to work your way up the ranks, the pachinko grand champion, and then they'll let you join.
Well, maybe I'll go to like pachinko parlor owner.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like own a parlor and have to give them like 80% of my profits.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't think you'd really
Right.
be considered Yakuza then. You'd just be one of their dogs, essentially.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's probably the highest I can get. I don't think I'm gonna be a Yakuza, but I could probably, like lick some Yakuza boots. You know, I wouldn't though. Could you imagine? They would just have to kill me because I would fight tooth and nail every step of the way.
So I'm
It'd be so
saying,
funny.
no, they'll respect you, and then they'll let you join the Yakuza.
All right, fair
and
enough.
then you'll get
Yo.
Tokage.
Have you watched videos of pachinko parlors?
No.
So fucking loud. I can't fathom how loud it must be in person. It's just ball bearings flying. It's so loud. Like it's deafening. Like
Yeah?
to spend a whole day in there. I want to have a conversation with somebody who's like addicted to pachinko. I'm curious about the psychology there.
How do you play
think it
pachinko?
would drive
I
me
don't even
nuts.
know.
Dude, it's literally just a machine. It's like a line of ball bearings, and you shoot them up. You like hit a button and it shoots them up into this thing, and they go into holes or slots. And I don't know anything more than that. I don't know how you're paid out or how points are given or whatever. Like I don't know what
Hmm.
it is. All I know is you hit a button and balls get shot everywhere. And they're literal like you know what ball bearings are, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I mean they're fucking ball
Yeah.
bearings, and there's a shit ton of them. There's like 100
Hmm.
in each machine, and there's 100 machines.
Hmm.
So it's just that, and it's beeps and boops, and it's fucking deafening, dude.
That sounds horrendous.
It's dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, how could you spend a
Hmm.
lot of time in there?
Hmm.
I get like wanting the rush and going in for like 20 minutes. Ah, that was fun. Won a couple bucks, but
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Uh.
All right.
Huh.
Did we talk about all the main characters?
Yes, I believe so.
I think we did, right?
We touched on them at least.
Okay. Yeah. So really all that's left is like most of my notes are like there's little things about like their day-to-day stuff, about
Hmm.
making these videos basically. You see right away that Masaki is literally working herself to death,
Yeah.
right? They get to a point where they're like 3 videos a day. That's crazy. And then like they have um oh man, I have a note here when it says Masaki's working herself to death. And it says, it makes me think, maybe I'm not afraid, just lazy.
I
Just
mean,
seeing her
hey.
fucking going crazy. It's like, oh man. Because, like, when I'm working for a paycheck, I can work like that. I know I have it in
Mm.
me,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you'd appreciate hearing that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I appreciate it, but
Well, I'm not talking about for you, but from my point of
oh
view.
yeah.
About me, not you.
No, but
You
I'm
know?
saying still, like I don't think that I
Oh,
appreciate it. I mean, it's just like you're just calling yourself lazy, but
yeah. I am. I'm being honest with myself. Isn't that like the promise we made to ourselves is to always be truthful?
yeah, yeah, I think that's true.
You know?
But I don't know.
I need to realize. I mean, if this listen, if I'm saying any kind of truth here, I need to realize it
Okay,
because I can't fix something if I don't understand it.
no, you're right. You're right. How
You
are you
know
gonna fix it?
that I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay.
I got to figure out a way to pull my head out of my ass. Which
Hmm.
is the biggest problem with everything I do in my life.
Hmm.
It just fits so easily up there.
It's a wide
Hmm.
ass.
That's a big ass. Yeah, man, and like, I think it's important. Fu even talks about it when Misaki asks her what she likes about the Outside Boys, like her YouTube group that she
Mhm.
likes.
Yeah.
She says it's their authenticity. I
Yeah.
can't speak. It's their authenticity.
Yeah. Yep.
And that like makes her realize that she was editing the literal heart out of their videos.
Yes. Yes.
Like
This
she
is
was
something I
ruining her
wanted to
videos.
talk about for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, so I mean, like that's like when we said earlier, right? Like when I was gonna talk about my thing, and we were a little hesitant, and you're like, oh, well, you don't have to. Like, I think like doing that stuff. Maybe. I mean, I'm not saying we have to fucking like share our life stories every episode, but like being
Yeah, because
authentic,
that's not interesting either.
Yeah. Um.
In the moment when it's appropriate, I think we
Yeah.
should, right?
Yeah.
Well, we at least shouldn't be afraid to,
Yes. Yes. I think that'll be a
right?
big
Whether we
step.
do or not. Sorry, I'm sorry, I talked
No,
over you.
I just think that'll be a good step, like not being afraid to, like you're saying, like if we're able to just be comfortable with sharing this stuff, like I think that's gonna help us be able to get out there more and be interact with people and build a community.
Mm. I agree. Yeah, I agree. If we can always just be ready to like be ourselves
Yeah.
when we meet people, they'll see that,
Yes.
right?
Hell yeah.
It's no joke, man. Like it's people who've never tried stuff like this, it looks so easy,
Mm.
and it's not. You know, it's not easy just being you in front of in front of a dead piece of equipment. Like, it's basically like if you're alone in a room, go over to the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror,
Mm.
but then ignore that mirror, turn around and just look at the wall and start talking.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what this feels like right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a difficult thing, like the greatest actors we have, those people who can like act against nothing. I mean, there are people who can give fucking great performances against a green screen.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's what you
Hmm.
need. You just need that.
Hmm. That persona.
Hmm.
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 Are you able to talk to yourself in the mirror?
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, I can talk to myself anytime, dude.
No, but in the mirror though.
Although
I
I will
mean.
admit, well, I was gonna say, so like, 'cause you know how I have that like weird ego struggle with
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to myself in the mirror, it tends to lean towards the negative.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I'll start to get down on myself.
Yeah. Think you don't like what you see?
I know I don't like what I see. Same reason why I don't like being on camera.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. Like we find, I know. Listen, I know I'm not alone in this, right?
Yeah.
And we find ways to just deal with it. You just have to, like, we talk about, like the conversations that really got us going with things like this is we talk about like good versus evil.
Yeah.
One of the questions you ask, it's like, do you think you're a good person?
Yeah.
Do I think I'm a good person? Those things, like if I can convince myself that I am a good person, then it doesn't matter how I feel about how I look. What does
Hmm.
that fucking matter? If that really mattered, then listen, if everybody thought that way, this world would be even worse than it is. Like that's kind of why it's going to shit now, because people just give a fuck about themselves. You know, like it just can't be that way. If I just focus on the shit, like I don't want people to see me because of what I look like, then like I miss an opportunity to do something fun. Or hell, we'll go the other way. I miss an opportunity to like help someone. Like I've done stuff for people in life. I'm not gonna not do that because I'd rather hide.
Yeah.
Ain't the right answer either, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
But like for me, the line is, well, I also don't need to make a video, right? I could just make the audio. It's like, well, if I don't need to, why?
Hmm.
If I don't want the people to have to see me, then why should I make the video?
Do you
But
think
that's a whole other.
do you think your image of like the way you see yourself is how other people see you?
Boy, dude, if I had the answer to that question, life would either be easier or harder.
Like how do you think I see you?
I don't know. I don't know. I try not to actually think about how people see me because all I know is how I see me.
Hmm.
Um, like I think I could tell you how I'd like to think that you see me. And I think I know to a certain extent like the truth of what you see me, of how you see me, but I don't know. I guess really it's the shallow part, and
Hmm.
it's my concern is also shallow, and I recognize that, right?
Yeah.
Like also, and it's true. I also don't really give a shit what people think, how they see me, even though I don't want them to see me. Does that make sense too? I know it's
No.
weird, but it's also
No, it doesn't.
true. I know, but
Hmm.
it's true. If someone told me, "Yeah, you're fucking ugly," I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So are you. You know what I mean? It's not actually gonna hurt me,
Yeah.
but also it's like I'm like, that's the problem, I guess, is because I think I'm ugly. Like that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't because I anyone else. It doesn't I don't really care how anyone else sees me. I really only care how I see me when I see the video,
Yeah.
and I compare myself to other people I see.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds like big ego, man. I think that's what it is, right? That's all ego.
It's got to be. It's got to be, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
That's not healthy.
No, no. Hmm. Nah, fuck you. You're a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Well, fuck you too. God damn.
I think something I want to touch on quick was and this might just be me.
Mm.
Because you were saying like, oh, I can do it just through audio, right? Like I don't have to make a video
Mm.
myself, which I think which I agree with. I think doing something is better than doing nothing.
Right.
But the first thing that came to my head was, well, if you can put yourself on camera, then anyone else who's afraid to be on camera, right? You think like that would inspire them? Especially if you're open about it, right? Like you could make a whole thing of like, I hate being on camera, so today I'm putting myself on camera to show you that you
Mm.
can do it too.
Mm. I mean, you're not wrong,
Mm.
right? That's a great way to, do things. It's a great way to do things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. It's like I still do it. I've been on video. I've been
Yeah,
in
yeah.
videos,
Yeah.
and I'll do it again, you know.
You just prefer not to.
Um, I just right because it's because of my ego, right? I just fucking hate seeing myself. When I do, I just literally zone right into the fucking right into my mouth.
Mm.
Just tunnel vision right there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's just I can't enjoy it. And like I want to be able to enjoy the thing I make,
Yeah.
right? Because we don't only create for others, we create for ourselves. Because if we don't like what we're creating, why make it?
Absolutely. Hmm.
You know? It's not to say like, listen, I'm never gonna fucking sit there and rewatch my own videos. I'm not that kind of egoist. But like when I'm making the video, I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like when I edit our audio podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. I enjoy our conversation, and
Yeah.
I would like to experience the same thing through the video.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know why I didn't think it'd go here, but I guess it makes perfect sense. With the theme of the show.
Yeah.
You know, because that's Masaki spends the whole season off camera.
Yep. And what's the end of the last 3 episodes are her like fighting with that. Doesn't want to be on
Yeah,
camera.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it because the entire point to the last couple episodes is to get her on camera.
Yep.
That's like the point. Misaki is too cute. God damn it. Her hair, the way it like frames her face and the two little guys that hang
Yep.
down. What a
Yep.
cute design, man. I love Misaki. Well, this brings us to Sumafest. This is what you wanted to talk about,
Hell yeah.
right?
There was so much. There was so much good stuff. I mean,
It was pretty great.
yeah, I feel like there was a lot of good information like that came from it. Cuz like when I watched the
Okay.
episode, I was like this is like part of what we need to do. Like this is what I've been talking about like going out and doing stuff like we're going to a con next year, right? And we have our goals set. We know what we're going to do. And I think like I think we're gonna go and enjoy the con, and we're also gonna get a lot done. Like I feel like, and this is probably just me manifesting, right? Like I feel like we're gonna do something that's gonna get us in a way. And what I mean by that is like either like we're gonna meet someone, we're gonna do something that's gonna like trigger, something, or we're gonna see something. Something's gonna happen while we're there that's gonna be like, this was the missing piece, right? And I
I
think,
like that.
yeah, and I think like that episode, because that episode was all about collabs. It was all about the different, the whole episode was them collabing, doing like game show esque things, and none of them were able to do it, which which
Hey
is
man,
fucking funny.
Takage won hers.
This is true. This is true. She did, and she won the hearts of or like the
The
Fuck.
outside
The
kids.
outside kids.
I hate them. Oh, I hate them. I already hated them, and then they fell in love with my girl, and I hated them even more. However, she also hates them, so I
Yes.
love that. Her face every time they're near her is so funny.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I like the idea of collab. It's fun. Like, not even. I don't mean us doing it,
mm,
even though yes, of course, us doing it too. But I just mean like in the version of this show or like regular YouTube collabs. It is cool seeing different personalities coming together to do stuff.
mm. I think like
Definitely fun.
it's maybe not the word controlled chaos, but like I don't know, like just the colliding of personalities that can really like flavor things up, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can learn a
Yeah.
lot
There's like a
too.
synergy that's created.
Yeah,
Um.
it's a chemical
Yeah, it definitely
reaction like
works.
in Blue Lock. Oh
Chemical
my god.
reaction. How the fuck did we not think about that, bro? All right, we gotta take a side. We gotta take a sidetrack. We gotta derail for a second. I watched the new episode of Blue Lock came out today, right?
Okay. Yep.
You know how I've been into it. Like I've
Yeah.
been into the U20 game.
Yes.
Man, this episode was like Rin and his brother's childhood,
Yep. Yep.
and I was so annoyed. I was like, motherfucker, putting the brakes on my shit. I was so mad. And then like the story itself wasn't good. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? The storytelling is so bad in Blue Lock, bro. It's so fucking bad. I'm throwing elbows, man. I'm sorry. They're gonna fucking stop action that works to tell us a nonsense backstory that we could have figured out. Did not need. Rin as a character was interesting because we didn't have what we already knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what's interesting about him is to see him overcome the brother that, of course, the superstar older brother shunned him at some point. What the
Yeah.
fuck else would happen, guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was so mad. I don't care how cute little Rin was. I was mad.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But nah, what comes next is great though. What comes next is great.
Oh, I know, because they got fucking dickhead Cheeto on the field. I'm looking forward to it.
I hope
That's what I want to see, man.
he's not gonna say it though. You need to read like after you watch the episode, you need to read like that chapter or whatever. So
Okay, well, tell me
oh
what.
my God.
I'll have to look up what volume it is.
I mean,
I'll read
yeah,
it at work.
we'll have to figure it out. But
Okay.
so like in season 1, Isagi calls Baro a donkey, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
He
Burrow,
says,
burrow means donkey in Spanish.
"Ah, I never realized that."
Dude, Japanese is full of that shit.
But that's the thing, though. That is not what he called him in the manga.
Oh, really? What does he call him in the manga?
He calls him the R word in the manga.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what Shido is gonna say in the anime, but he says some wild shit. What in the manga?
Okay.
He says some wild shit. I don't know, like what he said so far in the training arc.
Nothing that made me go, oh shit.
Yeah, no,
It's just annoying.
he literally says crazy stuff.
All right. You make me look forward to that. I will definitely check it out. Just remind me, because I'll forget.
Yeah, no, I will. Just yeah, I'm sure when the episode comes out. Yeah, nah, it's
All right. I had to take a sidetrack there because, like, you know me, sports anime. Like, I'll watch them sometimes, but it's not my thing. It's not at all my favorite kind of thing.
yeah,
But and I didn't love the first season of Blue Lock. I enjoyed it.
yeah.
But for some reason, I'm like really dialed in right now with the soccer.
I think because U20 arc is it's a really good arc. It really is.
Right. I'm dialed in. Like I'm even, like I'm watching this. It's the first anime of the day I'm watching. Like before any of like fantasy shows or anything, I'm watching
Yep.
Blue Lock first. Like I really am like excited
Gets
to
you
watch.
hyped up. Gets you hyped up. It's a good
Yeah,
hype
dude.
anime.
Like today, I was ready to throw my sneaker at the fucking TV. I know. Look back to it. The game's about to start.
All right.
So where were we?
We were talking about the
Oh, the mess of fucking
collaborations.
yeah, dude.
So,
Everyone like basically fails except for the one, right?
yeah.
Very funny. And then they're gonna do a song, right? It's gonna like end with them doing a song.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
power
my
goes
big
out.
complaint of the show. That's my big complaint of this show because you know I love music anime.
Mm.
I've watched all of Love Live now, all 4 fucking series. I love singing and shit. And they only animated the very first part of the song, like when she's coming down and she's singing. They animate that, but then they just like show us a bunch of stills. That
Yeah.
disappoints me. It really disappoints me.
Yeah, that was tough. I think
And we didn't even get the other song.
yeah. Yep. We only got
So.
Masaki fucking beating the shit out of the crazy
Well,
fan.
we'll talk about that now too, because that is fucking awesome. So earlier on, when the outside kids fall in love with Tokage, there's
Mm.
a girl in the audience who's sitting like right next to Yuki, and she is obsessed with these outside kids for some reason. I don't understand why anybody in the show likes them. They're so annoying and stupid, and their intention is to ruin things. Like they intentionally came late to ruin the show. Why were they still allowed to participate?
That's their
I would have fucking
personality.
Misaki. I would have thrown their ass out so hard. Anyway, unless it was like agreed upon first, you know what I mean? If Sumashi, that guy, knew,
Yeah.
then that's different. You know, part of the show that's different. But I don't think it was because he was just like new people. All right. What were we saying? Oh yeah, the power goes out before the song, and they're like, we're just gonna do it anyway. He's like, but there's no power. Are you sure? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. And Tokage, this is why we love Tokage. This is why she's a garbage person, okay? She says, and if it doesn't work out, we'll beg on our knees or stomachs or whatever you want. How about it? Will you gamble on us? I mean, that's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh shit.
I take the gamble. Dude's got a fucking full house. I mean, the show is already bad. If she flounders, if they flounder, they flounder. Why wouldn't he do it, right?
Yeah. But he would have lost though.
Lost what?
He would have lost the gamble. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why wouldn't he take the gamble? Because the
Yeah.
loss isn't a big loss.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Give me a water break.
Go. 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 Go.
Ah, hell yeah, bro. It's ice cold. I love it.
Oh yeah. Ice cold.
Okay. Ice cold. So, power goes out. Misaki goes looking for it because, you know, there's nobody else there who's willing to find out what happened. Fucking ridiculous.
Well,
Right?
she gets what's his name? The plumber guy.
Oh, sure. She made him. Oh, my God. Who got caught cheating?
He said, I love they were doing the trivia and the fucker goes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like, for
He's like,
what?
oh, wrong answer.
And then
they're like,
he just pulls it up on Twitter, fucking bro got caught cheating.
well, the guy says, nope, wrong answer. And then the girl next to him, like, shows him. And he goes, oh, right answer.
Nah, that was
great.
awesome. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she gets him to help him, but nobody on their own was looking. Like, there's no employees in the building. It didn't seem like, right?
Nah.
So Misaki finds that psycho girl has pulled the plug basically to the whole building, and they get into a fucking knockout fight, dude. How tough is Misaki? She rules.
Bro, we knew this from the start. That's how she got kicked out.
Yep, that's why they named it Mayonaka Punch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we never said Ohio. Good morning from the dead of night. What is it? Mayonaka. It sounds like they say it so fast I can't
exactly.
understand.
I
It's
was
like
gonna
Mayonaka. It sounds like no ni Ohio, but I know it's not exactly what they're saying. It's definitely no because it's possessive.
Yeah. I don't
I don't
know.
know exactly what there's one little word in there that I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah. Um, so Yuki like told her like Yuki was following this girl because she knew she was suspicious. But Yuki's tripping on garlic. Yuki's tripping on garlic right now. And instead of helping Misaki, she's just taking pictures of the whole fight. Dude, how great was that,
It
man?
was awesome.
Yeah. But she does it and she gets the power back, you know. And it's so cute. Misaki just goes, "I'm the one who wanted to see their song the most," or something like that.
Yep, yep.
You know? So cute. Then we get to meet Misaki's sister, right? I don't want to say anything else about Sumo Fest, do you?
No, no.
We're going along. We gotta get through this. We're
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
there. 'Cause I have a lot to say about the sister episode because I think this is probably my second favorite episode.
Mm.
Because this one also said a lot, I think, about life, creativity, family. This was a good show. Her sister Sakura. First off, immediately I knew this girl was great because she kept giving her sister the cold shoulder, and then she says to her, "If I were alone in the house, I could blast dance music every night while busting out my sick moves." Fucking
She's
girl's
adorable.
like 8 or whatever. Like, what the fuck? That shit was great. Oh man. Um. So, but anyway, she's watching her sister because her mom's in the hospital, and the girls come to like the vampires come to the house, and they do a staged, come home video, right? And
Coming
of
back,
course,
returning to my
every one of
family
them
home.
fails. That's it. Yep. They all fail, and throughout this, we find out that Masaki is like literally the worst sister in the world. She steals her sister's ice cream. She steals her New Year's money to buy toys. She insults her cooking. What else did she do? Oh, she played hide and seek with her and went home. Fucking crazy, man. But it has some really nice moments in here, like character beats, where they don't like hammer down on each character, but like there's one little moment that like goes, "Oh yeah, that's why we like the character." Like Liv gets drunk and starts putting blood in her beer, right? Like that's a random little thing. Um, do, do, do. Ichigo pouts because she can't be the big sister. That was also very funny. So that would also mean Sakura is probably closer to Fu's age, I think, because they were also pretty close in height.
That's true.
So, like Sakura just like sees right through Misaki this whole time. It's so interesting. This little sister, like at every turn, it really is just making Misaki like think about herself as a person.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like she like you can see, she says that she's been supporting her this whole time, like, and you can see there's resentment in her about Misaki not wanting to be on camera. And this is where we're really starting to see like the crux of the show is everybody in Misaki's life wants her back on the camera, right?
They just want her to enjoy, to be part of the fun.
Because she wants to be on camera, right? That's it in a nutshell. And then like we get an opportunity, like Misaki finds Hype Sis, like they meet up with Hype Sis and she's on camera with them and she's so happy, right? There's that moment of her like skipping through the streets, like I can do it, I can be on camera. And how Hype Sis, man, it did her fucking dirty. Like what was up with that, huh?
I hate them.
Dude, like, and they even apologized to her immediately. Then why did they make that video?
It's all
The
about that
clicks.
content.
They did it for the content, for their egos. That's
Mm-hmm.
why. It was really upsetting. Really upsetting. Um, mm. I guess that basically brings us to tag, right?
Yeah.
Misaki gets mad and leaves. She says something hurtful to Liv. And then she's in a spa somewhere. I guess we could assume it's somewhere in Oedo,
Mm.
right? Because she in the spa she meets a character whose online handle is Lonely Oedo Girl, and who's always insulting her online. And she's like, the girl doesn't tell her who she is. She sees her phone. And then the girl recognizes her and is like, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. Can we take a picture together? Blah, blah, blah. So Masaki's like in this weird place where she sees this girl and knows it's one of her online haters. And to her face, she's like a fan. So she's in this weird like spot. Like, what do you think? What do you think that's got to feel like in that moment for her?
Um, man,
Right?
I think just awkward as hell,
That's
honestly.
tough. That's awkward as hell. Would you have taken the picture? I don't. I wouldn't have taken the picture.
I don't know. I think part of that is like, I mean, shit. I don't want to get too deep, but like, I think everyone is fake to each other to a degree, right? Um,
Yes, but why would she? I understand why the girl would be fake to her and get the picture. I
well,
don't
it's.
understand why
I
Masaki
think
would
that's.
be fake in the picture.
I think that's purely like. I don't know. I feel like that's a bot thing where it's like you see someone famous even if you hate them and you're like, "Oh, I want a picture with you." Like I got to like, cuz part of it is like
That's
raising
what I mean.
yourself up.
No. I understand her. I don't understand
Oh, you're
Masaki.
asking Masaki.
Yeah, if I was Masaki, I'd be like, no, sorry.
I
Just
don't know.
I wouldn't have made a big deal out of it. Like, nope,
I
not
think
for
she
me.
was like too stunned to really like know what to do.
I mean, that's what they. I think that's what they want us to believe by looking at her
Mm,
face.
yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
It just had me thinking because it was a pretty crazy moment, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Then Masaki sees dun 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 a video that says Liv has gone missing.
Oh no.
No. She rushes back and finds out that man, this was crazy. Vampire Manor is being closed down. Liv's missing. The vampire hunters are after Liv because I forgot why. She said she was going to tell humans about vampires or something stupid like that.
Well, I think the fact that she went rogue, like she has to be
Oh, that's what it
set as
was.
like
Just
known.
being rogue.
Yeah.
Right, right. So there's vampire hunters chasing them, and like, what is it? Yuki and Ichiko like thrust Masaki in a car, and they drive away, and a vampire hunter lands on the roof. And what happens? Does Ichiko jump out and fight her or something like that? What the fuck
Yeah,
happens? I don't remember exactly.
Ichiko jumps out, fights her, they like crash or something, and then Fu comes in another car to
That's
save
right.
him.
Fu comes, and then they go to the hospital.
Yes. And
Right.
they're doing their live
Oh,
stream to reach a
before all this
million.
though, I just want to say that before all this starts, Ichigo gives Masaki a letter from Liv saying she told me to give this to you. I didn't read it. I didn't read it. Like all flustered and runs away. And they show us the envelope, and not only is it open, but it's like horribly like mangled, ripped open.
uh,
Oh man, that fucking made me laugh too. I love that. All right, so they tell her that they're gonna do a live stream of tag with the vampire hunters until they get 1 million subs. Right? It's
yes.
basically what they tell her.
Yeah.
So then she has to do this live stream, and of course Tokage gets taken out immediately. Just gets fucking slugged. I mean, good lord, they punched the shit out of her. She gets it really rough in a lot of these scenes, to be perfectly frank. I mean, I
She
guess she has
likes
it
it
coming.
rough.
Oh, there we go. There we go. She's gonna take it out immediately. Um, who's next?
I think
Oh,
Ichiko.
Ichiko is taken out next. She says the jigsaw is up. Fucking dude, she's just always cute. Just what a cute character. So fucking funny. Um, Also, like I was thinking, like during these scenes, how fucking awesome would it be to see like an actual violent like game of tag like live like this?
I
That would be a pretty
mean,
cool stream.
wait, like punch violent or like
Yeah,
oh,
yes, yes. Like seeing people fucking literally just getting rocked.
That would be pretty cool. I thought for a second you were just saying like basically just like murder or like just someone
Oh
just someone chasing
no,
people
bro.
down, killing them. I'm like, yeah, that would be
No,
cool.
no. I told you one time I let morbid curiosity get the better of me and I actually
Oh
watched
yes,
a video of somebody dying.
yeah,
It was horrible.
yeah,
I don't ever want to see that again.
mm.
No,
Yeah. No, they're
I just mean
gross.
like MMA style.
Yeah,
That I
yeah, no,
like.
no, that would be fun. That would be cool. I don't think many people would like it, but or I should say, I
Like
don't think the
watching it or
no,
doing
no,
it.
I don't think the people like would want to play it. You know?
Well, that's what I mean. It's got to be like fighters.
Yeah.
It's got to be people who want to fight,
Mm.
right?
But I mean, really, only one
It's got
person's
to
doing the
be.
fighting. The rest are just running.
Well, I don't. I guess so.
If they're playing, if it's tagged, then you're running because you just can't get hit, right? You can't fight back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but to
no, it
be
would
more
still be
entertaining, you have
interesting.
to be able to like kick them away or something. But yeah,
Mm.
hey, listen, we can when we get the sponsorship and the investment deals, we'll figure out the nitty
There you
gritty, right?
go. There you go.
So yeah, they all get taken out just like chumps. Taken out left and right, bam, bam, bam. Oh wait, no, Ichigo must get taken out after Yuki because Yuki saves them. Remember?
Yeah, I
Yuki
think, I think,
Yuki like fucking flashed out of nowhere and like blocks the punch.
yeah, I think you're
Not
right.
that it
Yeah.
matters.
I just remember. I think the last one's
Um,
Fu, right? Or no, it's Fu. No, Fu. I don't fucking remember. Whatever.
yeah,
Masaki gets
I
on
think Fu's the
camera.
second one.
That's what we're getting at.
Yes, Misaki fucking basically is the last one on either the stream is gonna end before they get to 1 million subscribers, or Misaki's got to bite the bullet and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So she does it. She reads all the hate comments and still goes on. It even says, "I know you don't want to see my face." Like, oh, don't say
Aw.
that.
Yeah. I remember
You
that.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
She does it. She gets on the camera. Oh, sorry, what?
No, and then what's her name's in the chat? The girl.
Little New Edo girl.
Yeah.
Yep. And she's saying stuff that does sound supportive. Like when I read them, to me, they all sound like supportive things. But the way Misaki's reading them, she's reading them as sarcastic. I think this
Mm.
whole time, Lonely Oedo girl hasn't actually been dissing her. She's just been supporting her in a different type of way.
Yeah.
I think she is actually her fan.
Yeah.
I really do. And she was smiling when she was watching her. They cut to her smiling.
Yeah.
So, there's the conversation of perception. How do we
Mm.
perceive things? Right?
Yeah.
And do we let our preconceived notions get the better of us?
Mm.
Right? Do I stop myself because I don't want to look at myself from potentially doing something special? Or do I do it anyway? Right? Misaki
Exactly.
and I feel there are a lot of similarities in our characters.
Yeah.
She would much rather be alone than have to just admit what's going on and deal with shit. I get that. I get being angry enough to lash out. I also get wanting someone to recognize my creativity and, hey, wanting to be loved, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I feel like it's the essence of her character. And it takes 12 episodes to get her out of her, to get her out of this fucking funk. So here she is with a camera in her face, running down the hallway for her life, thinking of vampire hunters about to kill her, right? And what does she do? She runs to the roof, screaming, "Liv, I know you're watching this scene. I showed up on camera. Now you do. You have to." And she jumps off the roof, just like she did in the first episode, right?
Yes.
Jumps off the roof, and in the perfect, like the most perfect form of storytelling, circular, everything comes back around to the beginning. Liv catches her. and we find out that fucking Liv. I guess I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Before she jumps off the roof, the vampire hunter makes her admit that she wants to be on camera, right?
Yes.
And then we find out that it was Liv. Liv was the one doing this. This whole fucking thing was an elaborate prank to not only get Misaki on camera, but to make her admit she wants to be on camera. This is where I was like, maybe I hope this isn't like me and Misaki, because I don't like this. I was so angry on her part. I was like, you fucking did her dirty, just like Hype Sis, you motherfucking bastards. And then you find out that Hype Sis is there.
Yep.
There are two of the cocksuckers there, as well as the outside kids, man. Those Mayo Pan girls, they did her real dirty. You know? They
Yep.
took all the worst characters of the show, brought them back.
I mean, they were really the only side characters, right? So.
No, they showed everybody.
Well,
they
yeah,
cut to
they
everybody.
did they shared the stream. They shared the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is not like a show that brings on like, all these side characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is actually something I like about it. I love a giant, awesome cast, but it also gets annoying after a while.
Yeah. JJK.
And how cool was it though? There was like a moment before she jumps off the roof when she says I want to, where like all the black comments are swirling around her, and like throughout her whole speech leading up to that, like every now and then, one is turning into bright light.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's light and dark swirling around her. And then she says, well, it's because I want to. And everything just explodes into light. And there's a giant light pillar, that explodes up. And I really like that.
She
That was a really great
herself
moment
the
for her.
truth. She told herself the truth. Like
She told
you were
herself the
saying.
truth. But
Yeah.
it's all, I feel like it's all just undercut the fact that she still got pranked. You know what I mean? Like the fact that it all came at the expense of her shame is not cool. It's not cool. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Why not?
I would fucking slug her too. Because, dude, you don't force somebody out of their comfort zone in that manner in such a public way. That is not fucking cool. It's really not. Like, the innocent prank is one thing, but for her to like literally pour out her soul crying about not being on camera all this time and then being on camera in front of literally 10,000 people, that's fucking balls. You don't think so? You wouldn't mind at all if someone did that to you?
I mean, I think I'd mind, yeah, but
yeah, dude.
It's kind of
like
I
have thick skin. But that would fucking piss me off.
No, I think
would be angry. I wouldn't be embarrassed. I would be angry.
Yeah. I think so. I get it from both sides because obviously in the shoes of the person, like fuck yeah, like I wouldn't want to do that, right? But in the shoes of like the friend group around you, well, I guess part of it is right. Like it's like a means to an end situation. Whether you agree.
Then
with
you're
the
getting
means.
into the conversation of do the ends justify the means?
Yes, yes.
And the ends, and remember, the means are only justified in the end. So yeah, they got what they wanted, but guess what? If that was me, a relationship damaging. If you did that to me, it would be the end of us. Absolutely, hands down. At least for a long ass time.
Yeah.
I find it to be so disrespectful.
Yeah.
And remember, like I'm not talking a prank. I'm talking like something that
like
hurtful.
The
goes through
something
an emotional
that's
thing.
that deep. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know. Especially after all the highs and lows. Like go back to the hyped up sis. Like she's on camera, she's high, and then she gets slapped. She's low. Here she is. She's on camera. She's enjoying it, and then, it's just yeah. She could have gone through the whole thing without making her do that confession in the end. You know what I mean? She could have gone ahead with the prank to get her on camera without making her do the confession in the end. That was my
Hmm.
problem with it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like the
You know,
forceful personalness.
right. 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 Because I mean, you know her well enough to know that she's not doing the choices she's making is for a highly like personal, emotional reason.
Yeah.
You know that it's not fair for you to put her in that position. It's just not cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it. I didn't like it. I found it to be icky.
Hmm. Hmm.
The only way I can justify it is, fucking 800-year-old vampire. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Like vampires don't have the same values as humans.
Yeah.
She doesn't care like I care. It's the only reason
Hmm.
I can justify it. Like why Misaki wouldn't just completely leave.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh well, they're fucking vampires. What the fuck am I gonna do? They're idiots.
Well,
It's the only way.
what
You know
was
what I mean?
Masaki's response though? Because she didn't have that response. I felt like.
Sure, she did. She was fucking pissed. She didn't leave. No, she didn't give up on him like I would. She was
Hmm.
pissed. They like showed like a
Well,
montage of them all interacting afterwards, and the
hmm.
last one was group shot
Yeah.
of Mayonaka Punch, the outside kids, and everybody, and Misaki's right in the middle, and she's got an angry face on.
Hmm.
She's pissed. She's not happy about it.
Yeah. Hmm.
She's doing it. You know.
Hmm.
It did end with them. It did end with her saying, all right, I'll be in the videos, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, really the only thing that's left is we do find out in the very end
Uh,
that why Liv is obsessed with Masaki.
yeah.
That's the last thing. And what it was, 20 years ago before Liv went to sleep, she was starving. No, she was burned. She went out in the daytime, right?
Yeah. And she
She
got burned,
burned,
turned
she
to a
became a
bat.
bat. And then little, tiny Misaki finds her and she's a bat, and the bat talks to her. She's a talking bat. And she goes, "Can I suck your blood?" She goes, "Sure, make a meal out of me." Right? And the bat drinks her blood, and I love that she goes, "Ah, fuck," and she like throws her off. That's great. But we find out that young Misaki saved her life, and that's why she's obsessed with her blood, and also where "make a meal of me" comes from and everything.
Hmm.
So I guess that was cute, but it was pretty flimsy. But that's also like that's part of the show. Like that's intentional.
Yeah.
It was also shown to us earlier. We kind of skipped over it, but like we get a backstory on the vampires when they talk to Yuki. And there was a time where vampires were predatory, and Mother decided they're going to coexist with humans. And Yuki and Liv, as the strongest vampires, were sent to basically get everybody in line, either behave or be dead. And like that's what they did. And in the end of it, the mother vampire rewarded them with basically dog collars, right? They were basically fucking dog collars.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But one of them had a sparkly dangle and one was plain, and Liv, without asking, took the sparkles. And Yuki didn't like that. So now they don't like each other. And Misaki even says that's a pretty flimsy story, right? So like that's like the show is telling us like this is not what matters. You know what I mean? What matters is what the premise of the show is to if you have something you want to do. This show is using creating videos, but if you have something you want to do, don't let anything or anyone stop you. If you think you can do it, just go ahead and do it. Enjoy yourself while you do it, and don't lose sight of what you're doing. Right?
And don't let your friends put your trauma online.
Right. Right. Like that, that's what they're saying. Like they want you to focus on that. They don't want you to focus on why these characters are where they are. Like they don't even tell us exactly what it was that made Misaki punch her hype sis partner.
Oh yeah, I guess not.
Right. They
Yeah.
don't even get that. Blue Lock, you paying attention? I hope you're taking notes. You can learn a lot of storytelling from this fucking little stupid show.
Yeah, don't tell too much backstory. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of that in
Well,
Blue Lock, and you're gonna hate it.
but no, dude, you're missing my point though. Backstory in itself is not the problem. Backstory is good and
Yeah,
can be very important. But the backstory they chose to give us was unimportant. That we had any viewer with half a brain could already infer what they gave us.
yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
give us any actual new information.
Yes, no, you're
You
right.
know what I mean?
So I will say,
That's why I say what I say.
in the future, there is still some shitty backstory. There are some
Okay.
better ones though. There is a better one.
All right.
One comes
I
to
figured there were
mind.
gonna be more.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I did? Okay, hold on. I won't throw just shade. I'll throw a little bit of niceness
Yeah.
this episode. Um, I finally got to see. We finally get to see Isagi's parents. They're in the
Yeah.
stadium.
Yep.
Um, we see his mom and his dad, so that was really cool. And they're sitting right in front of Bachira's mom.
Yep. Yep.
I was like, "Fuck! Oh shit!" So that was really
They
cool.
have good
And then we
moments.
also see.
They do
Oh, do
interact
they?
at
There's
some
more of
point.
that.
They do interact. Yeah.
Well, okay, because they just interacted there, but they just said, "Oh, your son, my son," blah blah blah.
No, like
So
they
I
have
thought
a
that was
bigger
great.
interaction. I mean, not big, but like more than just
I
like
know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we saw somebody else's mother and sister. I forgot who it was. Was it Chiguruma?
Mother and
I forgot. Which is the redheaded
sister.
character's name?
Oh, Chiguri.
The
Yeah, yeah,
redheaded
yeah,
character.
yeah, yeah. Chiguri.
Chiguri?
Yeah,
Him. His mother and sister. So that was cool.
yeah,
I guess they did that. We only saw Sagi's dad because there's no female character. So like, all right, I guess we'll just make all the other everybody else is a woman.
yeah. Basically,
Right?
basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was cool. I'm glad they I've been curious about Isagi's like home life this whole time.
It's just I feel like he just has a normal ass home life. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. But I wanted to see it, I guess. That's the backstory I wanted.
Yeah, yeah,
Some of anyway.
yeah. He doesn't
But again, I could have
really.
taken that. Yo, I would have been happy with literally like 5 panels in the you know what I mean in the first chapter
Yeah,
of
yeah.
him before Blue Lock.
Mm,
Like him going to Blue Lock, I'd have been like, "Oh, okay. I
yeah,
get it."
yeah, yeah.
Fucking Blue Lock. Everything comes back to Blue Lock somehow.
It's great. It's great. I gotta catch up on Blue Lock. It's been a while.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'll
probably like 10
probably.
chapters behind.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
That's what happened to me on One Punch Man.
yeah.
I just fell behind on it.
Mm.
Once I find like once I fall behind on certain things, it like takes away my motivation to catch up.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like you got so much now.
Yeah, yeah, and
It's like
especially
the
because like
pile of
I like One
trash.
Punch Man. It's like oh funny. It's like I like One Punch. I don't love it. You know what I mean? It's by no means my favorite. I just think it's kind of funny, and I love the art.
Mm.
So, it doesn't make me go, oh, I gotta read it.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's hard to keep up because it comes out like so sporadically. It was like hard to keep up with, which is how I fell behind.
yeah.
Oh shit! Hit my microphone. I don't know. So I'd say that's about it on Mayonaka. Now we're talking about other other stuff.
Now we're starting to talk about Blue Lock.
Yeah, yeah. You know. I think I've said everything I had to say about it. I've said quite a bit, I feel.
Yes.
Right.
What
I
was
loved it.
what
I
would what
absolutely
would be
loved it.
your final like message from? Well, I guess we said that like do what you enjoy, right? Do it and enjoy it,
I think that's what it is.
and don't put
Do
your
it and
friends'
enjoy it
traumas
and like
online.
yeah, but more than that, like just don't let anyone else stop you.
Mm,
Like don't let someone go, oh, that's stupid, or you can't do that. Like just don't let that happen, right?
yeah.
'Cause that's what it was. Like Masaki did that. Like she did that and she didn't do it, right? Because there was no way she wasn't going to start a channel. She
Mm,
just didn't want to be on it. So she started the channel, but she wasn't on it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So she didn't let someone stop her from doing it, but she did let them stopping her from enjoying it.
Right.
Right. We just can't do that. I guess that's the gist of this show. And you know, Yaru are great. That's an important message. Let's just take that away from it, please. Yeah, I don't know. Then maybe we'll do an episode on Nakamura style, the
We
uninvited Yaru.
definitely have to. It's
All right. Well,
amazing.
mine should come in a couple days.
It's amazing. It's so
I'm looking forward to it. Definitely.
I love it. I'm like giggling about it.
Are you cool? All right. Well, that
Man.
makes me excited, dude.
Yeah, no, I think
you don't do that for everything.
yeah, no, I think I'll have a lot to talk about for that, especially because, like I said, like I relate to the main character, so it's not crazy, but like in a lot of ways. And I think you will too. I think you'll really like the main character.
Really? All right, because I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, no, I think you'll like him.
Okay, all right. That's cool, because yeah, I mean the listeners here can can see how our like slow obsession with Gyaru is like coming to fruition. Yeah, there will be an episode on the history of Gyaru in the future, folks. So
Yeah,
be
oh,
prepared,
boy.
but it's gonna be a couple months because I have to do a lot of homework, and I don't want to do homework.
Come on, what the hell?
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. There's just not a lot of information available. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's. I don't really know how you would find that. I feel like you have to go talk to Gyaru.
I think that's gonna be a little hard for us.
Yeah.
We're a little far away.
Yeah, you know, you can.
One day.
One day.
One day, we'll get that trip to Japan.
Mhm.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
sure.
If not 25, 26 for sure.
for sure. And then when do we think we'll live there? When do you think that's gonna be?
As soon as I can afford it. as soon as I can make enough money living as a
What is it?
freelancer.
I was gonna say freelancer. As soon as you can apply for that.
Yep. So, I don't know. Hopefully by the time I'm 50. Ideally, but before then,
I think that's reasonable.
right?
Oh yeah.
I think so too. All right, well, that was a great conversation about one of my new favorite shows, Mayonaka Punch. Look forward to our next special episode where we'll be talking about my personal favorite harem, Tales of Wedding Rings. I've been 40-san. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I was hoping you were going to say, and I've been T-Cone later.
I'm T-Cone.
What are you laughing at? What? What are you laughing at? What? Motherfucker doesn't talk for the whole episode. Now he fucking laughs at me when I'm trying to say peace out, bitches. Oh, shit.
I've been T-Cone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Oh my god. All right, I think we need to do one more outtake.
I think you lowered. What do you mean? What do you want to do? Your part?
You didn't give me a chance. You just said, I've been
still
40
can.
son. I'll see you in the
Editing.
next one. Like, you're supposed to be like, I've been 40 son. And then I can be like, I've been T-Cone. And you'll be like, I'll catch you in the next one.
All right. I think that I led you in and you just could have used it, but fine. Let's do it again. You fucker. Hey, ready? I've been 40-san.
And I'm T-Cone.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time. You happy now?
Yes.
What are you laughing at now? What?
All right. I was. I
What's
hope
wrong
Eddie,
with that?
I hope
It's
that's
supposed to be
usable.
teeth.
All right.
Why wouldn't it be usable?
I don't know.
Tell me what's wrong with it.
Nothing.
I didn't.
I was just
I didn't
making
see a problem with
noises. I was just making noises.
Oh, that's all right.